What is going on? I don't understand what is going on. Why have P2 or whatever has not received what in hand? Even our own, what is going on? I've been saying it that is this not scam. I'll be asking the question before you involve me of all this. Why? God, what is all this?
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's good to have you back. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe. What are you waiting for? Smash that subscription button and hit the notification bell so anytime I post a new video you get to see it. This video is going to be a two-part video. It's going to be a cautionary tale. I pray anybody who watches this video learns something from it, and when you are done, please like this video and share to everybody around you. Let it serve as a cautionary tale, because this company BBHTV wreaked havoc. Now let's get straight into the gists. The high level of unemployment in Nigeria has really made people desperate to make ends meet, and the internet has offered different ways and avenues to make money. We see how to make money online. Anytime we open our browsers, I'm very sure it has happened to everybody, let's not lie, especially when you're thinking of ways to make money. You see 1,001 video companies advertising to you how to make money online. Making money online is easy, and some of these companies are actually fraudulent companies, one of which, like I said earlier, is BBHTV. And this increase has seen so many people become desperate. That is the increase in unemployment in Nigeria right now has seen people so desperate that they throw caution to the wind. Now this company is a company that claims they are in London, and according to officials of the company, it has offices in several cities across the globe. I personally feel that this claim is just a bunch of bull. Anyway, the company presented itself as a video watching site for remote workers. According to them, they entered into contracts with big American film houses like Fox, Paramount, etc., to help increase the streaming numbers of their videos. They also claim, this was the part that interested me in this whole story, they also claim to be working with the Nigerian government. But there was a catch though. It wasn't just you watching videos on the site and getting paid. You also had to pay a fee to get in. Now this is where the story begins. The fee, also known as administrative fees, saw people pay from 15,000 naira to as much as 4.8 million naira to secure spots. The spots were called P levels. The levels were P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6. P7 and P8 were not available to the public, as they were always marked as full. People trooped in part not just because the task seemed easy, but also their claims of working with the Nigerian government. You see, this claim gave the whole charade some form of legitimacy. The tasks were easy. Just watch 30 seconds of each movie allocated to you as submit. The whole setup was like the working of tank farms, where people are paid to increase streaming numbers. One of the main reasons why people were confident enough to invest is because of the personality of some people involved. Of note is a Reverend Peter Ejemurua. He was one of the forces behind the scheme and also served as an admin. You see, BBHTV did not only sell the lie that they were working with the Nigerian government to create jobs, they also claimed they collaborated with the government to provide medical insurance. Yes, you heard the last part right. You see, sometime in September, they came out with promises of providing medical aid to staff. To staff of BBHTV. People that invest are not called investors by the company heads. They are called staff in quotes. But there was a catch to this medical insurance. It was only open to members of BBHTV from level P3 and above, with P1 and P2 left out in the cold. This singular move by the company saw people who initially did not want to invest heavily. They just wanted to, put one toe in, not the whole foot. But we saw people go all in after this medical insurance scam, and they upgraded to higher levels of P3 and above. People were excited as they trooped to send in their details. Not only did they get a very lucrative job, but their medical bills were going to be handled by their employers. They thank God for the goodness ahead of them. If only they knew. You see, employers did not only make money by watching videos. Employees, did not only make money by watching videos. They were also encouraged to invest in wealth funds and also help the company grow by recruiting people. In return, they were compensated with wonderful commissions. Another way they locked people in by making the whole scheme look attractive was through their bonuses and rewards. You see, when you moved to the next level, which was called an upgrade, you were refunded your initial deposits. This move put a level of trust in the company. And can we forget the bonuses? For every person brought in, you were given both activity and event rewards. Both rewards were applicable to all levels except P1, which only got one reward. Unfortunately, people did not know this was part of a grand scheme to rip people off their hard-earned money. When it all went wrong. It all started on October 1st. While Nigerians were celebrating the company's independence, members of BBHTV were prevented from making withdrawals under the guise that administrative staff were on holiday because of the celebrations. As a result, people were prevented from making withdrawals that day. Then came another excuse that people would not withdraw because the company was celebrating their 5th anniversary. The next shocking move was when members of P3 to P5 were prevented from withdrawing on their due dates. As a matter of fact, that level, that is P3 to P5, were prevented from withdrawing 3 times in a row, and it went downhill from there. When they ran out of excuses and everyone was prevented from making withdrawals for weeks, they locked the group chats. In this whole brouhaha, no concrete explanation was given as to why people could not make withdrawals. They were kept stalling and kept blaming the bank network. Anyway, this continued till October 21st, when they claimed FIRS had frozen their accounts on tax-related issues. Anyway, they came back on the 21st of October claiming they had resolved the issue with the FIRS and that members would be made to pay 25% of their P-level deposits as tax to the Nigerian federal government. Pray tell, where, in what states, where does 25%? I know I pay my tax and it's definitely not 25%. Anyway, this announcement was disturbing as the move was sudden, it was abrupt. However, more worrisome was the fact that people were asked to pay not from the money in their wallets, that is the ones that they locked that people could not withdraw, but from fresh funds via transfer. That's the people were asked to transfer fresh funds for the tax. They were threatened that failure to do so will see them lose all their money, as they will shut the accounts down. Most people refused and some people panicked. They figured if that was what it would take to get their money back, especially those with huge sums in their wallets, they would pay the tax, especially since it was a once-in-a-year thing. Unfortunately, this was a big mistake on their parts. The key actors in the whole scheme. There were various admins whose duty it was to monitor the different WhatsApp groups. They were SEAL, Chidibere, Accept, and some other people. There's also another key player, a Benin-based Reverend Peter Ejemurua. He is the general overseer of Rema Pentecostal Assembly. He is also an author and publisher. It is worthy to note that he was one of the most influential people behind the scheme. He did not only bring the scheme, but is also the reason why most people invested in BBHTV. The fact that Reverend Ejemurua was involved influenced a lot of people from different churches to have faith, participate, and invest in the scheme. Yes, I know for a fact that so many people in different churches invested in this thing because of this man's clout. However, when it was obvious everything was going down the drain, he quickly removed his profile picture from his WhatsApp. This move was seen as him trying to distance himself from the scandal. All efforts to get his side of the story on what happened and his involvement has met brick walls, and word on the streets claims he has gone into hiding. As a matter of fact, people claim that he's making moves to travel out of the country if he's not already out of the country by now. The Reverend has been silent since this whole thing broke out and has refused to address anybody. The people he even tried to influence, not even tried, he actually succeeded in influencing them. He left them out in the cold. I mean, this thing was a real big deal then. I think I gathered that there were plans to host some seminars through YWCA, that is, I don't know, that Christian organization, until this whole thing happened. Then there is the biggest player in the whole scam, the recruitment manager named Serena. She was in charge of disbursing funds to people. She also had the final say on everything in BBHTV. She's the boss you pray not to have. A true villain in every sense of the word. Oh, I read some of the chat she was having with people. Whoever this person is soulless. I found out some shocking revelations on Serena. More on this key player in part 2 of this docu-series. However, something strange happened in the early hours of Sunday. One of the admins, Chidibere, tried to distance himself from the scheme, claiming he tried to appeal to them, that is Serena, that the tax was unreasonable. According to him, the whole tax thing is what caused him to fall out with Serena. I call this move by him bullcrap though, because he did not alert people in time when this whole tax thing came out. He waited till Sunday after the expiration of payments before he came, trying to appear like a good person. He sent knight in shiny armor. He begged her. He did this. He did that. Spare me, please, I beg. They are all the same. He instead waited till everything fell apart. The shocking and final reveal. It is worthy to know that before bringing down the site, Serena revealed the faces of, according to her, the people allegedly behind the Nigerian operations. And they are this young lady and young man. She even dropped their phone numbers along with their pictures. However, there are whispers among employees of BBHTV that they may be some of the admins. People are wondering why their identity was made. Which leads me to the first one about Chidibere trying to exonerate himself and him trying to appear like the good guy. My guess is that Chidibere is the guy. I may be wrong, I'm just speculating. Because why did he all of a sudden want to appear like the knight in shiny armor after those 2 pictures were revealed? Anyway, while it seems BBHTV has folded up, swallowing billions of naira of investors' funds in the process, we can't deny the fact that there were signs that something was amiss from the get-go. I'll share my thoughts and my findings on the obvious signs that BBHTV was a scam and how to spot Ponzi schemes in part 2 of this video. Stay tuned.